The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
When I think of Polynesian rap, you know, obviously all the new names of today come to mind. But two of the biggest names that come to mind are Scribe and Savage.
Yeah.
From back in the day.
Yeah, bro.
Now, when you were younger, were you listening to those dudes, and have those dudes had any sort of influence on you? And do you think that there has been any or much influence from them just to the newer generation in general?
I used to listen to Scribe. So my brother, I remember he got a fucking Walkman for Christmas, and my mum said he could buy one CD, and he got Scribe, Dreaming. Bro, we fucking played that 100 times. I think that night I knew all the words the next day, and obviously it's a classic. Everyone knows Dreaming, you know what I mean? Savage, same, you know, like Savage, big, massive name in New Zealand music and Polynesian community. As far as influence, and I've been on record saying this, and people think it's like, not a lot of people agree with me, but I don't think they really influenced. If I spoke of myself, they didn't influence my music. I wouldn't say they did, and I feel like, I feel like a lot of people from that generation, a lot of the artists, they try and say that they had a big influence, like, and that's not to say that we don't respect what OGs have done, bro. Your OG definitely done your shit, but don't take away from what the youth is doing. We're creating our own shit, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't say it's an influence, but there's definitely a huge amount of respect, you know, like huge amount of respect for what they've been able to do. But yeah, I feel like, influence-wise, nah. The biggest influence for me, if I had to say influence, is the newer artists. You know, like 1-4 and Hefs and Lisi, and like that's who's influencing us now. You know, the newer artists coming in. So maybe for them, 1-4 and them, maybe Scribe and them. But yeah, for me personally, if I had to say, I wouldn't say influence, but huge amount of respect, massive ups and big respect to them, man.
Yeah, word. And then I guess for yourself, in terms of the music, do you have anything in the works coming out soon that you can talk about now? And a second part to that question, if there was anyone that you could collaborate with on a song at the moment, you know, who would be your favorite collaboration right now?
So we've got Red Bull. So I was lucky enough to get an email from Red Bull to jump on the 64 bars. So that comes out on November the 1st. We got a single on I think the 12th. And then I actually got a collab with Joel Fletcher coming up before the end of the year. So that's pretty exciting. Summer banger for the boys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, we got a lot in the works, but a few other features before the end of the year. Our labels, we want to finish the year strong. So all the boys are dropping stuff in the next 2 months. So yeah, it'll be a busy November for me. It'll be a busy November.
So first of all, the Red Bull thing. So you've already recorded that, and did you have a prior relationship, or did they just sort of hit you up out of
Nah, they just
nowhere?
hit me up, bro. They just emailed me. It was actually it was pretty buzzy because I never go on that fucking email, but I like jumped on it for some reason, and then I had an email from Red Bull, and they invited me, but I sent it to my manager. So I sent it like I didn't think it was like legit. Like I was like, is this like one of those fucking Bitcoin scams or some shit? And then he was like, nah, bro. Like they actually want you to come down, and man, it was massive for me because, like fuck. I started, like I said, I started making music at the youth shelter, and then we started going out the garage, and at that time, you know, this is 2017, you know, like it wasn't cool for Islanders to be recording music, and a lot of people used to tease us, you know, me and my brother, and to be in Red Bull and how, like the production and everything, it was a 360, bro. It was like, and I had my brother Sam there that was been there from the jump, and I kind of said to him like, fuck, they used to laugh at us, you know, making music, and now look, like we're on fucking Red Bull, drinking free Red Bull and shit. You know what I mean? Like I was like, bro, this is crazy. So that, like, it was a crazy experience. Shout out to everyone involved in that. And it was a pleasure for me because obviously Red Bull was renowned because Lisi killed that shit. Shout out to also. So it's a big act to follow, but I know that I've done my best. I think it's my best work, bro. I'm excited for you to hear it and everyone else to hear it, man. It's definitely probably my best work. So
the other thing that you said that you've got happening, which is really interesting, is you got something with Joel Fletcher.
Yeah.
Now, Joel Fletcher is not a hip hop artist, and he's actually he's an EDM producer. Is that correct?
Yeah, producer and DJ. Great producer, great DJ too.
And so he's actually the dude that remixed Savage's Swing.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's what kicked him off, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I think it was Swing.
Now, so I'm anticipating that this particular single with Joel Fletcher is going to be on some other shit. Like, this is going to sound like nothing else in your catalog.
Bro, it's a banger, bro. Straight out, like, and like, to get that, he emailed me, bro. Joel emailed me out of the blue way, and I was just like, fuck, this guy, like, I'm a big fan of his, so I replied, I'm like, bro, 100%, like, let's chop it up, and he sent me the beat. But what was interesting, he was like, I wanted to kind of be like Moonbow on some EDM shit, and I was like, okay, sweet. So originally I thought I was gonna rap on it. I ended up singing on it, bro. Straight out, it's a fucking bop, bro. Like, I can't wait for everyone to hear it, bro. It's summer vibes. Just real different. He's never made a song like this. He never made a drop like this. So his label's excited. We're all excited. So yeah, we're looking at the end of the year, December. Get the festive season started right and that.
Yeah, mad. And then so for him to hit you up like out the blue, that sounds super random because someone like him could, you know, hit up multiple people to do the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Did he tell you why in particular he picked you out? Like, did you guys have some sort of conversations prior to this?
Bro,
or?
nothing. He just fucking listened to me and then he loved it, bro. He was just like, bro, and to me, like, I appreciated it so much because, like you said, he could have hit up anyone else. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I work hard, bro. Like, when things like that happen, it's no surprise because I work hard on the craft. I'm constantly trying to get better. So when those type of opportunities come, as much as I was surprised, it doesn't make me go, oh my God, because I know, like, if we continue to work hard, good things happen, you know, like, and things fall into place when they're supposed to. So yeah, it was massive. Shout out to Joel, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for everyone to hear it. It's a bop.
The lesson. 927. Oh yeah.